In Panama, an incident over the display of rival flags by Panamanian and American students set off days of bloody rioting. To the familiar cries, "Yankee, go home," Panama broke relations with the United States. Relations were not restored until the U.S. promised to re-examine the status of the Canal Zone. In Brazil, more tumult as President Goulart sought support for his increasingly left-wing government. But popular support was denied. The government teetered near bankruptcy, and under General Branco, the army revolted and seized Rio de Janeiro. Carlos Lacerda, the provincial governor, backed the new government. Troves of communist arms and propaganda material were seized. Goulart went into exile. In Argentina, French President Charles de Gaulle's visit was used by Peronistas to stage demonstrations intended to embarrass Argentine President Illa. Riots broke out, a bloody reminder of exiled dictator Juan Perón's threatening power in the Argentine. In Bolivia, poorest of all South American republics, steadily worsening economic conditions produced another explosion. President Victor Paz Estenssoro blamed the communist Czech embassy for the anti-government demonstrations by the left-wing tin miners. Troops under Vice President René Barrientos seized control of La Paz, capital of Bolivia, after days of clashes between the army and the miners and students. A military junta under Barrientos assumed the government. Free elections were promised as soon as order was restored. But in this mountainous land, where the economy is based almost solely on the production of tin, poverty is endemic, and stability can only come with improved economic conditions. Spring brought to South America the rhetoric and grand personage of French President Charles de Gaulle. In a 10-nation, 20,000-mile tour, the 73-year-old warrior sought to arouse interest in his third force idea. That is, a bloc of nations headed by France, which could stand between the Eastern and NATO powers on all but equal footing. He was an enormous popular success. But politically, de Gaulle found little support for his program on the South American continent, and outright opposition in Washington.